Liz O'Gara.
And I'm Julie Oliver.
And we don't actually whine about the real estate market, but we do drink wine and we do talk about the market.
Cheers! So today our topic is first-time home buyers. So we're going to attempt to provide a little advice and some information and tips about moving through the process as a first-time buyer.
Right. And how to navigate, especially in this market.
Right.
Yeah. So Julie, the hot question is now a good time to purchase your first home?
It depends. It depends on you, the first-time buyer.
Right.
You know, I know when people ask us that question, they're really asking us, like, is the market ripe for making a purchase? But we always feel like there's so much more to it than that. It
Right.
really depends on the individual. So, like, what's going on in your life? What's going on in your career? What's going on in your relationships? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Yeah.
You know, are you ready to take on the responsibility that goes along with home ownership?
Right.
How's your savings account looking? You know,
Yeah. And how's your
things
credit
like that.
score?
And your credit score.
Right.
Exactly.
Yep.
So much of it is really about the individual.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the market too. So, like, to the question, how's the market for a first-time buyer?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, the days on market have gone up, meaning how long it takes once you list a home till when you sell it. And so there's a little benefit in that for the first-time buyer. The sellers are willing to negotiate a little bit more. You have more time to look for a property, get out and have some fun while you're looking for a property. By the way, we've always talked about
Because we're
that.
fun.
Yeah.
So we'll make it
so-
fun.
So there isn't that rush that we saw during the pandemic where people were just fighting for that purchase, and
Right.
feeling like they had to have a home. So
15 offers on
Right.
one property
Right.
and
right.
lots of cash buyers. That's kind of settled way down.
Yeah, and then sellers are willing to negotiate, right? So say more about that, Julie.
Well, you know, back in 2021 and even in the beginning of 22, there were so many people clamoring for the same home
Right.
that sellers had, you know, the pick of the litter. And so they would say, hey, I'm not going to make any repairs. If you want to buy my house, you're going to take it as is.
Right.
And so that's kind of the term that we were seeing so often is this as is.
Right, and not having inspections.
Yes,
which
right.
was not always the best thing.
No. And so now the market's calmed down enough that buyers are able to do a home inspection. And in some cases, not all cases, but in most cases, you're able to ask for repairs.
Right.
So, you know, whatever it is that comes up in the home inspection.
So major repairs, not necessarily cosmetic
Exactly.
repairs. Right.
Why don't you say more about that? Because actually that's really important when we're negotiating.
Yeah. So major repairs would have to do with major systems or functioning of the house that sometimes lenders won't even lend on if they're not repaired properly. Your furnace system, HVAC, air conditioning, structural repairs.
Missing smoke detectors.
Smoke detectors.
That's always my favorite
So
one.
those are life safety repairs as well.
Right.
Yeah.
But
you know-
cosmetic things,
No.
they're not going to be covered. Missing
necessarily.
grout, chipped paint,
Right.
unless it's an FHA. We're not going to talk about that.
But lenders are getting creative, especially for first-time buyers. So there are buyer programs for first-time buyers that have zero down, some lower interest. It depends on the lender itself. There's Idaho Housing, FHA loans also that are out there. And depending on your situation and depending on the lender, you can learn a lot more by talking to the lenders themselves. So they have everything from buy downs for a couple years to adjustable rates for the first 3 years or so. But we're not going to talk about that on this episode.
Yeah, it's not really, this episode's not
But-
really about
but-
that. But the
But
point,
we can learn
yeah.
a lot more, and the lenders are meeting you where you are because interest rates have gone up, pricing has come down a little bit, but everyone's trying to figure out a way to get you in a home and pay for it and enjoy it.
Right. Just in summary, when people ask, is this a good time to buy?
Right.
Our answer, of course, is it depends on you. So if you are ready, that is what's most important. In combination with you being ready, we would both agree that the market is definitely more
Amenable.
yes,
to-
amenable to first-time buyers. And so lenders have gotten creative. The days on market have gone up, so buyers have more time to consider their purchase. Sellers are a little more willing to negotiate. So all of these things combined, market being better and buyer being ready, it's a good time to buy. Okay, let's talk about the actual process of buying. So we've talked about kind of more big picture
Right.
questions. Let's talk about the process. What do you need to do to get ready to make a purchase?
Well, the first thing you have to do is start saving some money for your down payment and then any incidentals you might have in the future for your home.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, of course,
And start dreaming. I mean, come on.
yeah,
Let's start
right.
there. Start dreaming.
Exactly.
Start
That's really where it starts,
Yeah.
is dreaming about actually owning a home.
Right. And saving. So that's a practical part of it.
So start saving.
Yeah.
Then, of course,
Call us.
call us.
Yeah, call us. And people always say, I don't want to bug you. I don't know if I'm ready. We're always available. This is what we do for a
We
job.
love it.
And we love it. We love sharing with you our day-to-day market ideas, what's going on. So don't ever feel like a phone call is a
No.
burden for us.
And in fact, the sooner you call us, the better, because there is a process.
Yeah.
And we can kind of help you sort of get on that road to
Right.
making the purchase. And one of the really important things is to assemble a team
Right.
of trusted advisors, right? And so the sooner you get on that path,
So that
the
would
better.
be like a realtor. Hello.
That's a lender. You need a really
lender.
good lender, and
Yeah.
we can help you with that as well.
You may have to talk to an accountant.
Yes, for
Right.
sure.
And then you may have family members or really good friends that you trust.
I think that's a really, really important thing, especially for first-time buyers. Most of our first-time buyers are younger, and so putting together your people that you want to trust their advice.
Yeah.
So it might be your parents, which would be great, but it might be a friend or two.
Or a mentor.
Yeah, or a mentor,
Yeah.
somebody. But the important thing is that when you are ready to buy a home, you're going to go through the process and you're going to see everybody wants to give you their
they
opinion.
all have an opinion on
yeah,
how
everybody
things
has
should
an
go.
opinion.
Yeah,
And they're going to
definitely.
want to share that with you. And so I think thinking about that a little bit ahead of time, like who am I really going to listen to through the process, so you can kind of weed out a little bit of the noise.
Right, right.
I think that's helpful.
Yeah.
But the point is to have this team of people that are going to help you through the process.
So back to the structure.
Yes.
So definitely want to get a lender because they can help you understand what you can and can't afford.
Right.
And
and
what
they'll
your
give you
credit
like,
score might be like,
Oh,
and
yeah.
what you can do to improve it.
yep. And they're going to give you, again, the earlier you get in, the better. They're going to give you kind of a financial plan, a financial strategy
Right.
to get you there. So you may meet with the lender and they say, you're ready right now. Or they may say, hey, we need a little bit of time to clean up a credit score or build a little bit more savings. But they're going to help you make a plan.
Right.
So whether it's
Right.
you're ready now or you'll be ready in 6 months, or maybe it's you'll be ready in a year.
Mm-hmm.
And we have quite a few clients actually who have taken that time to get ready. And it's always so fun. In fact, I can think of one client right now, you know who you are, who is building her business, and she's ready to buy. And it's so exciting what she's been able to do with a little bit of time.
Right.
To build her business and get
And some
herself
guidance.
ready. And
Yeah.
some guidance,
Yeah.
exactly. So very exciting. But sometimes it takes a little bit of time.
Yep. And then review a budget because you may qualify for a property that you're not comfortable going up to that rate. So you could review a budget and decide what it is you want to buy and what price range you want to buy in. So you have all the tools. So you feel like you're in control of the process and the process isn't in control of you.
That's exactly right, Liz. And again, just because you qualify for a certain amount doesn't mean that you actually have to pay that.
Right.
You know, you may say, oh, I qualify for this, but I'm not comfortable with that payment. What matters is your lifestyle.
Yeah.
So, you know, you may say, I want to be able to travel or whatever.
Or you might say, I'll eat macaroni and cheese every night if I could have that house.
Exactly. But again, the sooner you start thinking about it, the better you are prepared to make that decision.
Okay, so I went to practical. Let's go to fun. Fun
Okay.
is research what kind of home you want.
That's
and
the fun part.
location you think you want to live in. Start back to dreaming.
Yeah, exactly. And it's always so fun to go and look at houses. Again, it's something where, you know, so often we have people say, oh, I feel bad making you go look at these. No, we love it.
Yeah, we learn
And
the market. That's how we learn the market.
It's market
Somebody's supposed
knowledge.
to get out and look at things. Go to open houses. I mean, even if you go to open houses and say, hey, I'm headed over to XYZ house, we'll come meet you there. Because it's fun for us too. I mean, believe it or not, we work hard, but we actually enjoy what we do.
Believe it or
Cheers to that.
especially when we get to drink wine doing what we're doing.
And the last thing is be prepared, but be patient, because it may take some time to find exactly what you're looking for. And I say that and I giggle because we've had so many people that say, oh, I'm not ready. I'm not buying a home for like 6 months. And then 2 weeks in, they're writing an offer on a house. They're so excited. So just be prepared, be patient, but also be open and be willing, because once you're open, the house might find you.
That's right.
You never know.
All right, Liz, let's sum it up. Best advice for a first-time home buyer. What is it?
I would say the first thing is be prepared, because the process could go slowly and it could move very quickly. But if you have everything in order, then you'll be very comfortable with however quickly the process goes.
That's right. And also, get your team of trusted advisors together. You know you need to have a lender. You might need your accountant involved. You need a realtor. That's us. And a few, 2 or 3 kind of mentor type people, whether that's your parents or friends or somebody that you know at work that's been
Right.
through the process. Get your team around you.
Right. And most of all, don't be afraid to ask questions.
Yeah.
Questions help you navigate the process, make you feel like you're in control of the process, and we're here for you.
And last, let's have fun.
Yes, of course, have fun.
This
It is
is-
a fun time.
It is, and this is a huge part of your life's journey. You should enjoy it. We will.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Here's to buying your first home.